I'd like to pay myself a compliment that when I woke up from the love of my life punching me in the mouth, I was like, oh, we'll talk about it in the morning, and just put a pillow between us and went back to sleep.
You are the second woman in 41 years that I have physically assaulted in my sleep.
Aww.
That was the third time. That was the third time I've been assaulted by that dance.
My girlfriend Allison, in my 20s, we went to visit my parents in Florida.
Wait, Allison with the flat nose? Allison with that broken... Yeah.
She dated Elvis Costello.
We were sleeping in our parents' guest room, and I at the time I was reading a lot of alien abduction books because I was writing a script that was going to be an alien abduction comedy. That I hoped that perhaps Mr. Sandler might read. Who knows?
Kevin James as lead alien.
But I was, and I like half asleep, and you're in that weird fugue state where you think you're awake, but you're asleep or whatever. I rolled over, and I realized that I was in bed with a gray. There was an alien face.
Yeah.
Like Whitley Strieber alien face staring at me on the pillow next to me, and I went, ah! And I flailed physically. I was like, get this alien away from me! The way you would with an alien, there's an alien laying in bed.
You know who else has had that experience? Everyone who's ever thought they saw an alien, by the way. And, you know what I mean? But anyway, go ahead.
And I flailed, and in flailing, my knuckles hit. I hit my lover in the face. Getting this alien away from me, and then came to, and my poor girlfriend is going, "You, excuse me, that's not part of the story."
I've never seen anyone sneeze on stage.
It's actually I'm that comfortable.
I know.
I didn't know it was possible to sneeze on stage.
I never thought it was.
It's weird, isn't it? I must be allergic to entertainment.
I know.
I've had that theory a long time, but now it's finally proven.
But what was your name? Elisa?
Allison.
Allison
she
McConaughey.
had a tattoo of a sun in the middle of her back and a half-made mermaid tattoo in the inside of her thigh.
No, you're merging two women. Allison had a sun tattoo on her back. You're thinking of a different person with the mermaid tattoo.
Great.
Who was that person?
Now I know there's another person. I thought it was the same person. I assumed that sun tattoo would also have mermaid thigh tattoo.
That's what you don't understand about women.
I don't.
No woman would have both those things.
Sun tattoo on the back girl has Japanese kanji that says strength on her ankle. That's right. I think we've all known that.
It was a different time.
And it was her own fault for probing you. Yeah. Right? I mean, that might have been part of it.
Maybe she was an alien. I don't know. Maybe I saw her true form.
That's interesting.
But so that's the second time that I've actually hurt someone that I was in bed with.
So you woke up and your fists made contact.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Matthew McConaughey reference. He was in the movie Contact.
That's great.
But I've told the story before about
show's over. Everybody out.
I had a dream once where Bruce Willis was taunting me, and I was fighting Bruce Willis, and I was thank God I was alone at the time. I was sleeping in a single mattress in my 2-bedroom apartment, and in my dream, Bruce Willis was taunting me. And I, again, with the thing where you're like, I can't move my arms, and then you just go, fuck you, Bruce Willis! And
if it was witty taunting, that's how you can tell it wasn't Bruce
smirking.
Willis.
He was smirking.
Yeah, no. Right.
Like Capri or Seagram's Golden Wine Cooler's smirk. And I just lunged at him and woke up as my fist collided with the plaster wall next to my bed, really hard. And the thing that always blows me away about that is the idea that in some way of looking at the universe, our unconscious dream characters, they have a life of their own. They exist because we make them exist, and they're accountable to our our wakefulness or sleepfulness. They resent us for being gods that they can't control. They know that they're going to all die no matter what as soon as we wake up.
Which the real Bruce does not know.
One guy in the figment of my unconscious mind, one hero, this Bruce Willis guy, in one dream, knowing that he was going to die along with the rest of Dreamworld. Like, he accomplished this Promethean task. Like, he bruised my knuckles. Like, he reached out across the threshold between sleep and awake.
Yeah.
And fucked with me.
And won a fight with you.
Like, he is.
basically.
There would be a statue of him built outside of Dream City if those fucking assholes could live past a day.
Right. He hurt someone.
Yeah.
He hurt one of the real people.
Yeah. He'd be the president of Dreams.
Well, fuck Dream City, because in Dream City they administered that fucking I can't run or walk and like the gun doesn't shoot, nothing fucking works drug on you, and so they always win, those fucking Dream City motherfuckers.
Fuck those
Is this
guys.
a real thing, or is this a movie?
Sweetie.
Did I tell you about the dream when I was JJ from Good Times and I was fucking Thelma the whole time?
You get that in every show. It's unbelievable.
Never. It's like it's an unmistakable agenda. Okay, so Amazing
Bruce
Spider-Man
Willis,
sucked.
not the sharpest dude. Apparently, did you read Kevin Smith's book?
No.
Oh, it's amazing.
Kevin Smith talks shit about him?
Oh my God, yeah. And every other sentence keeps saying like, I mean, he's a hero of mine, and what a fucking asshole. And I actually was at a party with him once, and I had like
You were at a party with Bruce Willis?
Yeah, my friend Kevin Rooney knows all these guys because he was a comic, you know.
Bruce Willis.
Willis, yeah. So that whole class of comics knows him, and he walked up, and my friend Kevin was holding
whole class of comics.
It's true. It's not like 1 year, you know.
There's also a jazz musician somewhere saying like, well, you know, Bruce was a jazz musician. Part of the circle.
That's his real gift, but. But he walked up to my friend who was holding a cookie, and he wanted to make a joke. And the joke he came up with is, "What do you got there? A donut?" He smirked away. Wonderful. Well, a donut has a hole in the middle, and this is a. Isn't that a crazy story?
I saw Bruce Willis at a bar one
Don.
time, like when I was like 24, and I was dating a girl who looked enough like Demi Moore to you can say that Bruce Willis might have a Demi Moore type.
He's got a type.
And like she had like the kind of like just above the shoulder black bobbed hair, like a similar size. Didn't look like facially like her, but I was in a bar in Hollywood, and there was like it was like some sort of party or something. I don't know what it was, and I was going to the men's room, and like I was standing next to my date. And he saw her from across the room and did, like, it was like a Cirque du Soleil act, watching him get across the room. There's people in the way, and there's couches. And he was doing front, like tumbles and back handsprings. And he was just, like, he grabbed, like, a vine that we didn't know existed in the ceiling and swooped across. And
He went through an air vent. He had to light it with his Zippo.
I saw a German guy with blonde hair shot the glass, and his shoes were off, and he still made it. And then the final obstacle, and I can kind of see this Tasmanian devil of energy coming, navigating any slight breach in the wall of humanity and furniture that was there. The only thing that was finally in his way was the guy standing right next to her, and he linebackered me out of the way.
No.
Just
He's got to lay that donut line on her, probably.
Well, she was wearing a skirt, and he couldn't wait to ask, "Are those pants? What are those pants?
What are you wearing? Is that a pantser?
I was at a Hollywood party once.
Wait, what's the end of this?
The end of the story is me getting up, and the thing is, he didn't see me. He hadn't made eye contact with me and said, "I must destroy this guy." Right. I was just simply a chess piece that was on an adjacent square that needed to be like knocked away so he could occupy that square. And he just came up to her and just was laying this really like heavy, not charming, just like hey, like sprechen Sie Punim, like look at this, remember, you know, this old face, like you and me, like I'm Bruce Willis, and she was like, she kind of gave him the flick of the shoulder, like go away.
Wow.
And he went like just shrank down and just cruised off, and kind of unfazed, like it was off to his next weird non-conquest. But I wanted to go like, hey, fucking fuck you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, fucking California.
I saw him try to eat a tree stump once.
You tried to eat a tree stump?
Timing was better earlier. It's one of these. It's one of these times when it would have been like, pew, and then I said I was at a Hollywood party. I've never interacted with Bruce Willis. I just thought maybe the dumbest thing would be to try to eat a tree stem.
We have a surprise for you tonight.
Let's bring him out.
My God!
Let's bring him out.
Dan and I.
Hey, yo, I'm Bruce Willis. Yo, I'm gonna thrill this. Yo, I'm Bruce Willis from
What
Die
you doing?
Hard. Yo, taking foot by mile yard. Yo,
Hey.
Bruce Willis in the house.
I heard you're cool with your ex's new boyfriend.
Thank you.
You must be really open-minded.
Yeah.
Bruce, who are you rapping with? Who is that character?
You bring some people out and they help you out sometimes. Thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome. I'll be in the back trying to eat all the paper. I know, that's what she does. There's a whole story.
I never realized I didn't have an ending to that Bruce Willis story. I always thought it was enough to say Bruce Willis tried to knock me over, and actually kind of half did. I was like halfway to the ground before I recovered. But the thing is, that
you know what a good ending?
I'd rather be in Philadelphia.
That's really good. No, you know what a good ending to that story would be? I need a good ending because then he went on to make 8 horrible movies. That would be a good.
7.
Yeah.
7.
Woody Harrelson gave me a black eye.
Who did?
Woody Harrelson gave me a black eye. We're talking about celebrity interactions.
Who was the black guy?
This was 1853 when you were allowed to give someone a black guy.
Lil Bow Wow.
Just as a Valentine.
What precipitated him giving you a black eye?
Through a series of unimportant events, I ended up at an impromptu basketball game following the premiere of Semi-Pro. And there were 10 people that were really famous, and I was the only unfamous person at the UCB Theater, and they were playing a pickup game of basketball on the stage of the UCB Theater, which was really small, and I was the only girl, and Woody was like, "Hey, darling, come on." I was like, yeah, and I walked down. I didn't do that. I looked really cute. I was a little thinner. And I walked down on the stage and played basketball, and Woody Harrelson, I was on the other team, and he elbowed me in the eye. Everyone saw him, he didn't do it on purpose, but he...
We don't know that.
No, we don't. I mean, I think, listen, when you're playing a basketball game in the UCB Theater, it's serious. I mean, you do what you have to do to make the fucking shot, I guess.
Well, I should correct it.
The stakes are high when you're in the show.
Yeah, right.
The famous people that I've ever... It was a bunch of comics, but everyone was really like, oh my God, Woody Harrelson's here, Woody Harrelson's here. So everyone saw him, elbow me in the eye. And I went to the ground, but I tried to pull it together. But then because it was Woody Harrelson, everyone's like, "You're fine, Aaron, right?" Because they're worried that the game was going to end because I got elbowed in the eye.
That's terrible.
And Woody was like, "Hey, darling, did I hit you?" And I was like, "No!" But he really... I had a black eye for a week because of Woody Harrelson.
The concern was not for a wounded person, or maybe the only woman on stage, but that celebrity might fly the coop.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to be wounded, but I did for the rest of the night. Everyone saw my face just get bigger and bigger, and everyone was pretending that it wasn't happening.
Because you don't want him to say something like, "Hey, man, if everyone's going to complain about me busting their eyes, I'll just go."
It seems like coming down here and playing basketball is not too high maintenance.
I definitely...
Yo. Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson.
What is he doing with his jaw?
I'm chewing my cud.
Give me some Woody Harrelson rap, for God's sake.
Woody Harrelson. Yo, when you rap like Woody Harrelson...
You always stop. I stop when you start rapping.
You always stop.
Because you give me a look like you're done, and then I stop.
I don't give you a look like nothing.
All right.
Get a room!
I give you a look like I'm on fire.
Oh, so I got the look like get me out of here.
No, I don't know about that.
Okay, now again. I'm not saying that your iced tea and your Vincent Price is totally.
You want to know what it would sound like?
I'm saying if Woody Harrelson and Sammy Davis Jr. rap together.
Wait.
Because Because I mean, at least let them introduce themselves subsequently. I don't know which one you're doing it.
Okay. They're different sides of his mouth. Look closely.
Okay.
Look closely. Yeah, that's Sammy.
No,
that was Woody. That was Woody.
Woody goes to the left. Woody's on the left. All right.
That's Woody.
My name is Woody Harrelson. I'm here to say I'm from somewhere in the Midwest today. When I rap, I like to chew my mouth and look like I'm chewing from the South. Gotta kind of slur my lips around while I'm rapping on the ground.
Cerebral palsy, Woody Harrelson. Cerebral palsy,
Woody Harrelson. Hey, babe. Spiders crawling out of this closet.
Wait, what is
babe. Spooky ooky.
Yes, this was
creepy
written by
crawlies, babe. Yo. Yeah. You wanted it. You got it.
No. Tonight has been just a field of dreams for me. And believe me, the last thing I would ever want to do is stop a beat before you were done rapping.
There was a very subtle thing going on there because, Sammy didn't write the songs he sang.
No,
so he was doing a song that clearly Vincent Price wrote. That was a very subtle piece.
Yeah,
the spiders.
It's true. Most people who end up doing bridges, there was a guy who wrote bridges to pop songs, and he was a very horror-oriented guy. So when you come in, you have to talk about spiders and coffins.
Always the best bridge man in town.
Get me.
Hey, kid, it's a great song. I love the hook. The verses are great. But your bridge, can we bring in a professional?
You want
we get
McClintock. You want McClintock.
He writes a spooky bridge.
He's been Vincent Price's guy for 20 years.
But sir, this is a love song. We're making a love song.
It's about a woman that I saw on a beach.
But couldn't there be a coffin or a ghoul?
Kids love a spooky bridge.
Yeah, give the kids what they want. They want the monsters to mash, and they want the ghoulies to ooly.
They want a celebrity to do it. Vincent Price, he owned the spooky bridge.
Yeah, and it wasn't because he was Mr. Spooky. It's because McClintock's words didn't need the piano doesn't write the concerto, cocksucker. It's the fucking. You want to work in this town? You want to sell records? You put a spooky ookie in there.
It's my first attempt at a Woody Harrelson.
But the jaw thing is interesting.
Wait, see, now you
gotta move your mouth around.
You almost went Jodie Foster there.
I know if you start
Jeff,
to
you can do
if you start to put your tongue in your cheek, you get a little bit of Cher. Woody Harrelson. Cher. Woody Harrelson.
Mitch, you do a spot on Matthew McConaughey, right? Can we see these two guys at a drive-through movie?
I'd rather try to, and I'm going right at it, but I'd rather show you my share. Because that's what you were doing.
What if Cher came to a drive-through and Woody Harrelson was working the drive-through? I'll be Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's do it.
Welcome to the burger restaurant, ma'am. Can I help you?
Oh, well, I'm Cher, as you know. And I hate those tree people because they killed my husband.
Well, I'm off.
Oh, no, don't. It's over.
Man.
No, I'm giving you the look. It ended. That was it.
Yeah.
No, this
Here's
was not over.
understanding of
This one is not over. Cher raps.
Understanding of trees.
I don't care if we're here till
What is
midnight.
being shared?
We will be here till we'll serve fucking breakfast.
I have dreams just like this.
Are you telling me that?
And I always punch my wife
came
at the
so
end of
close to Cher rapping. You're kind of, what was your character? A little bit Lily Tomlin.
I can.
One ringy dingy.
It's been a while. Actually, as I started that, it was probably what you felt, which is like, wait, who's Cher? It's been a while.
I'm not joking, Dan. You tiptoed into Jodie Foster and your.
Oh yeah. Well, Dr. Lecter, I'm sorry. Woody Harrelson, I don't understand what you're saying. Well, goddamn, young lady, I'm Woody Harrelson. Well, I'm Jodie Foster.
Oh, you know what? I haven't heard you do in a long time. I love your Matt Damon. You do a good Matt Damon.
What?
Or is it Schraub? Is it, one of you does Matt Damon?
I never.
No. Well, Wahlberg, I mean Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
No, that's Schrock.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. That's a goodie. We should get him out here.
I mean, that was my first Woody Harrelson. What I am is an artist. I'm an outsider artist. I'm not an impressionist.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've ever attempted and nailed a Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. If we heard Woody Harrelson, we could do it though. He's a
great.
analog. It's kind of dragging things
Woody
out.
Harrelson. You just got to move your mouth around a little
Now
bit.
you just sling blade.
I want some French fry fritter taters.
No, you look like Woody Harrelson in the last 10 minutes of The People versus Larry Flint. Is what is happening.
Yeah. Or if he had Bell's palsy.
Or just Larry Flint.
Do you know that? Do you think there's any chance that Liam Neeson might rap ever in his life? I mean, because I don't know. I don't know Liam. He's never. I'm a big fan of his, but I don't know if he's a rapper.
It doesn't matter if you know Liam Neeson. He's going to rap. Liam Neeson. Yo. I'm Liam Neeson. Yo. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It doesn't matter if you rap or sing a song. I'm Liam Neeson. I'm from the streets. I'm going to tell you something. You need to hear it. Pay attention, or you'll regret it. I'm Liam Neeson. But don't sweat it. 4 o'clock in the morning, got a beeper on my cell phone, going out for it. I'm gonna just sling some rock. Doesn't matter if it's down the block. I got ice to sling. Doesn't matter if I sing. I'm a fucking crack dealer. I deal crack. Deal with it. Neeson style. Doesn't matter what it costs. It's just crack. $5.
Sean Connery, Spooky Bridge. Spooky Bridge by Sean Connery.
Coffins with spiders inside, coming out, your mouth opens wide. Spooky skeletons and ghosts, all kinds of S sounds. Doesn't matter. Don't listen to him. Listen to me. Don't, Sean Connery. What, Liam Neeson? Let's go get a sandwich. It doesn't matter what kind of sandwich you want. That's my line.
Now this was.
It really has been a magnificent evening.
No, this show has crossed over for the first time into the realm of art.
In fairness, that was right after McClintock had a stroke. You know, and he was still, like, we thought, does he still have it?
McClintock was, what, in his 80s or mid-80s?
Yeah, he was up there.
I mean,
No, he definitely started phoning it in.
Yeah.
He would send people just stacks of index cards. What would say skeleton,
Coffin.
coffin.
Yeah. He also made that deal with Brock's Candies at that point, which was just tragic.
There was that billboard headline that McClintock's gone back to the grave once too many times.
Right.
You know.
And then he did that whole Easter thing for a while.
Oh my God.
The Cadbury. Yeah. How can we forget?
tried.
No, leave him alone.
And then he transitioned to made prom dresses.
Yo, standard rapper. Just rapping like a rapper. Standard rapper just to play the straight line. Rapping about this, rapping about yours and mine. From the street, and I'm rapping 2 and 3. Gotta rap to the you, gotta rap to the me. Gonna rap about the street experience. Gonna rap to the everything. Gonna rap the difference. A rock moving from a cave. A messiah is reborn. A shroud with a face imprinted on it. Eggs hidden.
I'm trying to figure out who this is.
I don't know who that was.
I think it's Heston.
That was.
Was it Heston?
Was it Charlton Heston? It was Richard Widmark.
Wasn't that a Whitmark?
I think at that stage of his career, there was no A-list people doing his work.
No. He was going back to the Widmarks. People
those were people who were selling you their CD outside 7-Eleven. It was just with incense and stuff.
It's a shame to see a star fall like McClintock.
Yeah. McClintock, the writer of The Spooky Bridge.